Alright, this is 3 Lefts to Make a Right, episode 4. And I'm trying something a little different. I don't know if you can hear the beat good enough or not. It's pretty fucking hammering. This guy I met on Twitter, Geno, hooked me up with it. I said, hey man, I got this podcast. I need a little intro music. He said, you know what, fam? I got you. I got you. And he fucking brought some bangers out. And this is it. I don't know if you can hear it that well, because I'm playing it on my crappy ass laptop and recording into my iPhone. But, man, just take a second and listen to this. Man, the music, that beat, man, it makes you just want to, if I was a rapper, I'd want to murder that beat, you know, just sinister, you know what I mean? Just want to put some fire on it behind it, you know? But anyway, let me get into this episode. It's episode 4, 3 Lefts to Make a Right, and I'm going to be talking about the future. And Geno, he hooked me up with this beat. His email is jaygenobeats, beats, @gmail.com. I'll put it all on a link below the video. And I got a badass logo for this now. My boy Qualls hooked me up. I'll put his information down too. He's a great graphic designer. We're getting things rolling. We're trying to get a little more professional, you know what I'm saying? We're still going to bring the heat. It's still going to be raw. It's still going to be raw. But we're going to bring this heat a little more professional. Alright, let's get into it. So, man, the future's here. We got robots. Can you believe that? Robots. And we ain't talking about freaking Zumbas, Roombas or whatever. The little vacuum cleaner that roll around and get stuck. No, we're talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And, you know, I could go into the low-hanging fruit of how, yeah, they're probably going to take over the world in, like Terminator or, you know, the Matrix and kind of screw us all over and kill us all. But let's just live a little bit with them. Because right now, we're going to talk about adult robots, aka sex robots. And these aren't like the vacuum cleaners that, you know, your parents use for, you know, whenever they wanted to get a little frisky, they'd pull out the vacuum cleaner and some lube. No, these are legit, like silicone, almost real looking AI sex robots. I mean, the shit is crazy. And I mean, they're not cheap, man. They're gonna be like 30, 40 grand. Can you imagine someone taking out a loan for a fucking sex bot? I mean, what are you doing with your life? Like, oh yeah, man, I just gotta have this sex bot. You know, I'm fiending for it. Go to the bank, Centennial Bank, First Bank of America or whatever. Yeah, man, I got this collateral. I'm gonna put my house down for this fucking sex robot. And people are actually gonna do it, man. You know they will. It's just crazy. And from what I understand, these robots are like real women. You know, you have sex with them, and I guess they make noises and move around and all that good stuff. That they got them for men and women, so it's not just you know, it's not just guys doing it. Apparently women do it. I imagine not as many women, or maybe the male sex robots are for males as well. I don't know. But I mean, can you imagine taking a fucking loan out for a sex robot? And then what happens when you start missing payments? Your shit's gonna get repossessed. They're gonna have repo men for sex robots. I mean, the future is freaking nuts. And it's only a little bit away. It's gonna be wild. And I mean, can you imagine someone knocking on your door? Yeah, man. Sir, you've been notified you haven't paid any payments on your sex robot. We're going to have to come in and get it. And you know, these pervs, they probably got it chained down. So the repo men, they're going to have to fight this dude. It's going to be all out brawl to get their sex robot. I mean, they're spending 40 grand on it. They ain't giving it up easy. They probably got it chained down. You know, all that good stuff. I mean, it's going to be nuts. But, I mean, think of all the jobs that come up with this idea of sex robots, AI sex robots. I mean, we've already talked about getting loans out, so there's going to be loan officers for them. Talked about repo men, you know. They're going to be stepping it up, not just cars anymore. I mean, sex robots. But who's going to be cleaning these things? That's the nasty part. You know they're going to have like a brothel where people come in and just want to fuck some robots. But it's going to be someone's job to clean these things up. I mean, these things are going to be getting the sticky icky. And we ain't talking about weed. We talking about the sticky icky, the ooey gooey. You know? It's going to be some nasty stuff. I mean, if you're fucking a robot, you know you're in some nasty shit. I mean, that's going to be someone's dad's job, someone's son's job. You know, maybe someone's, shitty summer job is going to be cleaning these nasty-ass sex robots. I mean, hey, someone's going to have to do it. I mean, it'd be like, you know, in the summer, like, oh, yeah, man, I'd love to go to the lake, but, man, I gotta clean up these fucking sex robots, you know. I got a job, I got bills to pay, and they ain't gonna clean themselves. And if you don't clean them, they're definitely gonna know. I mean, there's no chance of you being able to skate off and not clean one. I mean, they're gonna know. It's gonna be nasty. I mean, we're opening Pandora's box with these sex robots, man. Just crazy stuff. And you know what? You know they're gonna have salesmen, like new sex robot salesmen, but also used sex bot salesmen. You know they will. They're gonna have lots of used sex freaking robots. And then, you know, not everyone can afford the new state-of-the-art one. Some people are gonna have to, you know, get some of the old ones. And you're gonna have a salesman for that. You know, they're gonna be like, well, you know, this model right here is a 2018 Japanese, very fine, you know, only has 3,000 thrust into her. That includes all orifices. You know, we've cleaned her over, we got her good, oiled her up, lubed her up and everything. She's ready to go. You want to take her for a test drive? These nasty motherfuckers, you know they want to. And then you're going to get perverts in there that really don't have the money to buy them. And they're just testing out all these damn sex bots. It's like, dude, you were in here last week and didn't buy shit. Get the fuck out. Jeez, go find a woman or something. But no, you cannot test out another fucking sex robot. You sick fuck. And, I mean, it's going to be like, you know, you're going out of town instead of Enterprise. I mean, you got to rent a sex bot. It's going to be like in her thighs, you know, like in her thighs. I mean, you go up, you can pick the Cadillac, or you can pick the, you know, the shitty car, the little Chevy Cruze, you know. And of course you want that Cadillac, but sometimes you just can't afford it. You're gonna be picking up the old model, man, the one that has like 40,000 thrust in it. It's gonna be wide. It's gonna be busted wide open. You know, it's gonna be some nasty stuff. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this artificial intelligence and these robots, man. I mean, it's just now getting started, and just think when it takes off. I mean, you'll be driving down the road and see abandoned sex robots, used part stores for sex robots, used sex robot cells, and I mean, it's just gonna be crazy. The future's gonna be wild, man. Can you imagine being the first person who gets a sex robot and it malfunctions and say, electrocutes you or worse, dismantles you? You can, just use your imagination on that. You're gonna be in a lot of pain. You're gonna make a lot of money, but you're gonna be embarrassed as shit because you're the first dude that got screwed up by a frickin' sex robot. That's crazy. There'll be lawyers out there, like, have you been hit by a big rig and they don't want to pay? It's like, have you been shocked by a sex robot and they don't want to pay you? Did a sex robot rip your dick off on accident and no one wants to pay? Hire us now, And this is just nuts to me. It's crazy. You're gonna have insurance companies, that offer insurance on sex robots, and the attorneys just kind of, for an example, like a Dick Bader, attorney at law, is your sex robot acting up and not doing what you want it to do? Or has it shocked you too many times? Has it ripped off one of your pieces of your body? Call Dick Bader, attorney at law. And now forget sex robots for 1 second. This is what I want to know. What is wrong with humans where these geniuses can make a sex robot? And they have. But they skipped, instead of making a robot that can cook and clean and take care of you and all that stuff, they went straight to fucking sex robots. These sickos want to fuck robots. What the hell is wrong with these people? And I'm going to end it on that. And hope y'all have a great weekend, great week, great day, great everything. Hope everything's going good for you. Watch out for the future, man. It's coming, whether you like it or not. And these robots, man, they're gonna be cool at first, but just watch out for them. All right, guys, peace.